Hey, welcome back. No, that wasn't Donald Trump. It was a good friend of the show, John DiDomenico, and he does a heck of a Donald Trump impersonation, I can tell you that. Oh, when are we going to get him back down here, Frankie?
He was here for the Gold Glove Awards 2 weeks ago, but he wasn't able to squeeze us in.
All right. Well, hopefully he can squeeze us in. Every day we have one singular committed goal on Liquid Lunch, and that's to make television great again. And that's why we're coming to you from our downtown New York City Broadway outpost here. And there's all people from all walks of life out in the street. And to add to the magic color of Liquid Lunch every day, we're now having my brother be the man on the street. And he went out today to hear what New Yorkers and people visiting New York have to say about what's going on. Let's check it out.
Newsmax TV. I'm here with Maritza right now. We're downtown New York City, right across from the Supreme Court. And Maritza, could you tell me what type of job you think Nancy Pelosi's doing right now for the U.S.?
She's the Speaker of the House.
Right. And how do you think she's doing at that job?
For me, she's doing good. For me.
I'm here with Tony Anderson. Tony, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. Have you been following this impeachment insanity that's going on between Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump?
Well, I'm not sure I'd call it insanity. I think that what the Trump did, what the president did, is very questionable. I think using a private lawyer like Rudy Giuliani to represent the United States in negotiating with a foreign country is wrong.
Yeah, I just ran into Benjamin on the street. Benjamin, can you tell me if you think Nancy Pelosi's doing a good job right now?
I think she's doing a very good job. I think she didn't rush to impeachment. She waited to see whether or not she had grounds for impeachment. She's trying to marshal public opinion to support impeachment, and she's controlling her party.
How do you feel about the U.S. military training Saudi nationals on our military bases?
Well, I think it's wrong for the United States to train any foreign national, whether they're Saudi or Russian or Canadian. I just think that it's a U.S. military base and we should be training U.S. soldiers.
I think the Saudis, whether we like it or not, are an important ally, and if they want their troops trained, we have to train them.
Who are you going to vote for in the presidential?
Right now, I don't vote yet.
You don't vote yet?
Right, yeah, because I'm still processing my citizenship.
I really haven't decided. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. I vote my conscience. I vote for who I think would be the best person. I am very disappointed with Donald Trump because I think that he is primarily motivated by his own self-interest. I think what he did with the Tax Reform Act really undermines personally our real estate and economic base here in New York and in California. And now all of a sudden he packs up and moves to Florida, where as a result of his tax reform bill, Florida's real estates are doing really well, and his real estate holdings in Florida are doing really well. So I think what he's using his position as President of the United States to make policy, to make change that personally benefit himself first. And I don't like that. I want a president who's going to put America first.
I will vote for the Democrat. I don't know who that would be.
Who would you like to see it?
I'd like to see it to be Barack Obama, but they can't do it. It's prescribed by the Constitution.
What do you think about, do you know anything about Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, who is working for a Ukrainian gas company?
Oh, I know Joe Biden, but I do watch news, but I was watching this impeachment, but I don't know if it's true, but I have no idea.
Well, unfortunately, part of the problem in Washington is a lot of dealings going on where children are getting fancy jobs, and it's really just a way to influence the parents who are in a position to make policy. It applies to both sides of the aisle. I think the Democrats are as guilty of it as much as the Republicans are. And a lot of that Washington dysfunction is one of the reasons I think Trump is so popular. Initially, is because he really wants to distance himself from Hillary Clinton and from that Washington dysfunction. But it's still going on, and it's still going on with the Democrats, it's still going on with the Republicans, and I'm not sure what we can do about it.
I think that's a red herring. He worked for a Ukrainian gas company. Does that mean that all politicians' children aren't allowed to work for foreign countries? I don't think, unless they can show a connection between Hunter Biden and something Joe Biden did in his official capacity as Vice President of the United States, I think it's a red herring.
Okay, so what do you think the difference is between Donald Trump's children working overseas and Joe Biden's son working overseas?
Well, Donald Trump's children were definitely coattailing. They're not and I really have no problem with their working overseas. I have problem with their making millions and millions of dollars on their father's coattail, but that's life.
That's what people are saying on the streets right here in Manhattan. Not exactly what we want to hear all the time, but this is what people are saying on the streets, Frankie.
Well, absolutely. And you know what? The wisdom of the people on the streets. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong.
Yeah, well, we might want to find a few people, if there are any in New York, who, can say some good things.
Yeah, I don't think that's the sampling size in Manhattan is exactly conducive to a pro-Trump demographic.
Maybe we got to get Derek out into the heartland.
That would be
or
something. Ohio.
Someone already texted me and is suggesting that we give Derek a nickname, Derek Downtown Tobacco.
I like that.
It's not
good.
bad.
DT.
It's not bad. Derek Downtown. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back right after this with Chase Becker, founder of Metropolitan Magazine, talking about what's going on with Metropolitan Magazine and what's influencing the world today. Quick break right after this.